We're good? Yeah? Yep. Oh. I'm in my most annoying mood
I love
today. Lucas is here, part 2.
This is my comeback tour.
Your comeback. I thought you were going to say my favorite pod.
Oh, this is my favorite podcast.
I love the lean in. Hi.
This is my favorite podcast ever. You really are one of my favorite podcasts.
Thank you, my love.
To about 3, but this is my comeback tour. As we know, the first one was a rough morning for me.
I don't agree, but I want to hear why you think that.
Well, I just would. I was on Watch What Happens Live the night before and said a lot, and I was a little shell shocked when I came in. I was a little bit like I felt like I had a muzzle on.
I got you. Yeah, you were like you were having PTSD from the night before.
I was having PTSD and I was like shy boy version of myself and just trying not to say something dumb again.
But I think that I don't often have guests back, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Like, I really don't. And you know this as a pod listener. I don't. When I do, it's because I really love the person and I want to support what you're doing. And it's like, okay, part 1, we did like, who is Lucas?
Right.
What you worked on.
Right.
The fucking viral video that when you wrote about it, I was like, oh my God, he probably hates, like maybe he's like, this is the last time I want to mention this. And this is like deep dive into like Lucas, not like White Lotus.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
This is who you are.
Yeah.
You wrote this book.
For attention.
For attention.
It's such a good title, you have to admit.
I love it. And by the way, I'm like I feel special because you told me about this pretty early on. You sent me the PDF, which I did not. I need a hard copy, guys.
I get it.
Okay? I need a hard copy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have expected like just how good it is.
Thank you. Thanks so much. That seriously, that means a lot. And you said it to me before we were recording, and I'm shook that you even read it.
I finished it, like the conclusion, everything. I told you it was like, I took a few days off watching TV to read this. And
wait, you took a few days off of Love Thy Nader for this?
First of all, binge Love Thy Nader in a day.
Best show ever.
Best show ever.
Obsessed with them. Love Bro.
Bro?
Yeah, the dad.
Bro.
Bro.
With an X.
With an X.
Yeah. Goals.
Sorry, go on. So you took days off.
Days off, read this, and the way you wrote, I minored in writing.
Yeah.
And so I know a good writer. Okay. I did 18 credits in writing. And whatever they call it, the imagery, the descriptions, I was there. I saw it as it was like a movie in my mind of your childhood, the way the stories weaved in, like one into the other, creating this whole book. And I told you, I've had to read some books for my job. And a lot of times it's like very just written, like, here's my story. The way this was written, and you didn't hold back, Lucas.
Thank you. I didn't hold back. I was a little too raw and too honest, as some reviews have said, but screw it, you know?
They said too raw, too honest?
There's been a couple early reviews that are like, I wish he was a little bit less honest. I wish he was a little bit, and I'm like, screw it. I didn't make this book to be inspirational. I really wrote it to be honest and to just put everything out there, take it or leave it. This is me. Yeah, and I didn't hold back. And I had to hold back on some things, some legal stuff.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I was able to just really put everything out there. And it's scary.
Is it?
Yeah, it's scary. Yeah. I mean, it was so much fun and cathartic writing it on my own. And it was like doing a scavenger hunt of myself and why I am the way that I am and trying to really figure out why I've done certain things in my life that don't make sense. And it felt good. And it felt like I could understand myself and have empathy for myself. But now that it's going to be out in public, I'm kind of shitting my pants.
I think people are going to love it.
Thank you.
And did you really write it for attention?
No. I mean, look, the title is just like any actor who has a memoir, a premature memoir.
Yeah, right.
I get it. It's early.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think that there's no other title to call a book because, look, I think with everything, there is a certain aspect that you do for attention. This podcast, I'm sure, like, you love it. You're really fucking good at it. There's a financial aspect of it, and there's probably an aspect of it that like, you want recognition and like to pay attention for what you do.
Right.
So yeah, I think there is a part of me that does that. Now it's reframing the kind of attention that I'm
right. So there was a kind of bottom line here.
Yeah.
Which was that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like reframing the kind of attention that you want.
Yeah.
But your childhood was so interesting, Lucas.
Thank you.
Like the drugs at 12?
12.
Early. I said on the podcast that I smoked a cigarette at 12 and people were like, growing up in New York is crazy. And I'm like, Lucas was literally like fucking snort. Were you snorting by 12?
I would say like, no, I was taking Coricidin and cough medicine. That was my drug of choice at 12. I would just like take the whole entire packet of it and get high.
That's like scissor, no?
Yeah, that was my drug of choice.
Yeah.
By probably 14, I had done everything. There was nothing else to do.
What's happening in San Diego?
There's something in the water. There's something there where people just start really early. And unfortunately, which I hope to maybe shed a little bit of light on, is the opioid problem in San Diego.
Oh, it's a problem there.
It's a huge problem. Yeah. I think it's the proximity to being to Tijuana and going over the border. So you can just, people in school would just go over and get Oxy, drive back and go to, that was their lunch off campus. I wrote about my brother.
Your brother?
Yeah.
How is Corey, by the way?
He's doing really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's doing really good. He's doing great. He's in Oregon. He's clean right now. Hopefully it stays that way.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was a friend of mine I talked about that had OD'd in the book.
Right.
I mean, it was just like a common thing. I think by the time I graduated high school, 8 kids had overdosed in our grade.
Wow. And that didn't scare you? Like that didn't make you want to stay away?
No, I think it did. I think that was the catalyst to that, and the fight that I talk about in the book was kind of the catalyst to be like, if I stay here, it's going to be bad. And if I don't do what I really want to do, I don't know what will happen. So yeah, hopefully, and I talk about like the rehabs and
the wilderness. Okay, we need to talk about this because this, by the way, and I know I'm saying this again and again, this book really, really like spoke to me. It stayed with me. I would tell people, like I would read on a Friday night, Saturday morning, I'd be like, have you heard of it? Like a wilderness program where they kidnap you? And I knew it existed, and you brought me back to like hearing of kids this has happened to.
Yeah.
But the way you detail it and how terrifying that is, that they kidnapped you in the middle of the night. What did you think? Where did you think you were going?
I think initially I had no idea. I was scared shitless, but I think because it was so common in Southern California that people were going to these places, and I had family and other people that went there, I think I soon put the pieces together. I think like for the dramatic effect of the storytelling, I leaned into, I have no idea what was happening, which at first I did, but I think quickly I put the pieces together.
Why do they have to do it that way?
It's completely screwed up that the system, we punish people that need help.
Right.
Like it's completely backwards. And I think luckily like people like Paris Hilton and other people who have spoken about it, it doesn't really happen that often anymore. I mean, I think there's still really abusive places, like abusive rehabs, abusive mental health facilities that need to be reevaluated and checked upon. But I think, thank God for Paris to really like shed light on that.
How many months were you there?
I was only there for a summer.
Like a summer. Okay.
Yeah, I was only there for a summer, but I had, several really close friends and family that were there for years, and you just wouldn't see them and you wouldn't hear from them, and they'd miss a year of life and come back like this shell-shocked, quiet.
And it wouldn't help anything.
No, I think it makes you worse. I think it's
because you come back angry.
Yeah.
Because you were in the book, you say like you were sure it was your dad, and then your mom is probably like is worried, doesn't know where you are, like. That she wasn't part of this. She's probably mad about it. And then you find out that she was.
Yeah.
How did that affect your relationship? Because your relationship with your mom seems to be such a huge part of your life.
Yeah, no, I mean, she's my best friend and I love her. And I think that parents didn't know, I don't ultimately blame them. I think 13-year-old Lucas was fucking pissed and wanted to rebel even more. You want to just like, if you're told by these places what a bad person you are and what a bad kid you are, you start to believe it and you want to lean into that role. But I think I don't blame blame either of my parents.
Yeah.
They are a byproduct of the way that they were, they grew up and like, the resources that they had. And, our generation is all about like therapy and talking about our feelings, and they just didn't grow up that way. So it's not their fault.
So would you say you were like a bad kid? For
sure.
Bad kid.
I don't think anybody at that camp, anybody at these rehabs are inherently bad people at all. But was I a nightmare to raise? Yeah. Would I want to be my parent? Hell no.
No, you
I was a
wouldn't.
fucking nightmare.
But you were also sweet and cuddly.
I was also very affectionate and needing attention and would
Right.
do extreme things to get attention.
Because you were the youngest of four.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like ding, ding, ding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
Most actors I find are the youngest sibling.
Really?
Yeah. I would say
Interesting.
75% of actors I know are the baby.
Wow. And four brothers, were they like macho vibes?
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're also really sensitive and
Right.
caring and sweet too. But yeah, we're very, very different, us four.
And what was it like growing up with like these brothers around you that were maybe a little bit more macho, and you were, like you say, with like Britney Spears in the bathtub writing in your journal?
Yeah. I was the little boy in the bathtub listening to Britney Spears, and they were, one was playing football and one was in a heavy metal punk band. But they were my role models. Like I worshipped, especially the one brother in the punk band. I was like, I mean, he was the coolest kid. Corey. Yeah.
Corey sounds cool. Like
he's just like, he was effortlessly cool always. And I wanted to be him. But it was great. I'm grateful that I had older siblings.
When you saw Corey doing heroin, that was like, you go visit him in his trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Was this like a trailer? Like, what were the vibes of this trailer?
I mean, look, it was a trailer park in San Diego.
Yeah.
So it's like by the beach and nice, but it's still, it's in disarray. And it's, so some of the trailers are really nice there, actually. Yeah. I mean, that was just a memory that is seared into my DNA.
It is?
Yeah. Yeah. And like the person that you looked up to your whole life, and seeing him like that. And I remember he always seemed so tough, and seeing him kind of small and weak and powerless over this thing, I think it scared the shit out of me.
You never tried it then?
Let's find out book 2.
Book 2?
I don't talk about it.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
You don't?
Yeah.
Because of your mom?
No. I didn't feel like it needed to be in this book. There's a lot. I mean, look, there was a lot in here that I was like, fuck, I don't want it to be such a bummer.
Yeah.
So there were bits and pieces that.
Did your mom read the book?
She did.
And what did she think?
It really affected her.
Yeah.
And that's a really.
You were like, you lived it.
Yeah, you lived it. Like, what are you talking? I think she's like, it's all true, but it hurts to hear as a mom. It hurts to hear about all these things. I mean, there's a lot of things that happened to me that she never knew about.
Did she know about what happened at camp, at acting camp? She didn't.
No.
Until the book?
Yeah. Well, I warned her before I gave her the book, and I sat her down and I was like, look, I hate talking about this. I hate having this talk with you. I hate having shame about it, because we shouldn't have shame about it. And I just want to warn you, there's probably a part that's gonna be disturbing for a mom to read, but you did nothing wrong, and it wasn't because a lack of your parenting or anything. But yeah, it was hard for her to read it. And now I think there were some early reviews that say like he really humanizes everyone in the family, and everyone is both good and bad, and no one's the villain, and there's so much love there. So even though we all made mistakes, and I made a shit ton, there's so much love.
So what we're talking about in the book is you detail that you were molested.
Yeah.
And in this acting camp that on one hand was like the best experience of your life.
Yeah.
Because you discovered your love for acting and stuff.
Yeah.
But this horrible thing happened to you there.
Yeah.
That you kind of didn't deal with at the time, or that you were like, oh, this must be normal.
I didn't even talk about it till 3 years ago.
Really?
I didn't even realize it was a thing. And I think that there's like a real stigma behind it, because I didn't do anything.
Right.
And you feel there was a participation of you. And it wasn't until I had a therapist be like, literally had to break it down for me like this, like in my 20s, and be like, you're in your 20s. This person was in their 20s. Would you ever do anything with an 11-year-old?
Wow.
And I'm like, no. But yeah, that was a hard part to talk about. But I feel like.
And also you say no consent was given to the situation as well.
But there was also nothing. I didn't say anything. I left my body. So there was a feeling that I had that I was a willing participant.
Which is so common, I feel like, though, of people that were sexually assaulted.
100%. Yeah. And it's so, I mean, I think that there's a statistic that almost every every female, most females have been sexually assaulted or some in some sort of way, but men, it's a lot more common than we think about. We just don't.
There's
we don't
like
talk.
more of a stigma around it.
Yeah.
You know, I think about the way that you write the book, and this is partly why I love it, is because you do kind of weave in humor to everything.
I
Like
have to.
even with this, it
Yeah.
was like you were talking to your therapist and you were like, okay, but wasn't everyone like molested?
Yeah.
And she was like, no.
Yeah.
Was that like a real defense mechanism for you growing up?
Yeah. And I think it still is. I think I use humor to, I mean, I talk about the darkest stuff in my life with a laugh. And then I talk about the most mundane details with like I'm super serious about telling a story about getting coffee that nothing dramatic happens. But I think.
By the way, I get it.
Yeah.
I could tell you when I got us coffee, I was
Thank you.
real serious about it.
Yeah.
Did you even drink yours?
No, I'll drink it right now.
Tell me if it's disgusting. It looked so disgusting when you made it.
No, it's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, the almond milk did not look good.
No, but I mean, humor is my favorite defense mechanism. And I also think that there's talking about the molestation, I feel like there's like we have to be small about it when we talk about it and feel like so. And I'm like, that for me, that was a way to gain my power back and use a little bit of humility to gain my own narrative of that story over and like not let it make me feel weak and small and shameful. So I think humor, I don't know, I lean into it to feel strength.
You know that afternoon crash, the one where you're like staring at your screen? By the way, I'm having it right now. That's why I paused for a minute. I'm so tired. You know, when you're staring at your screen or pretending to work, but really you're just like Googling how to nap under your desk so that people can't see you or that it's socially acceptable. I know it. You know it. You know what's really helpful, and I'm going to go grab it right now, is IQBAR. I love the IQBAR bars. They're protein bars, but they're not chalky. Okay. They don't taste like a punishment. These are good. And they're made with clean ingredients, plant-based protein, and brain-boosting nutrients. So you feel good eating them and you feel good after eating them. Important, you guys, each bar has 12 grams of plant protein, only 1 gram of sugar. So it's keto, it's vegan, it's gluten-free, whatever your thing is. Okay. And the flavors, unreal. Chocolate sea salt, peanut butter chip, lemon blueberry. They literally taste like dessert, but they fuel your brain instead of putting you in a sugar coma. IQBAR has become part of my daily routine. They also have IQ Joe. Okay. They have IQ Mix and the IQBAR. So bunch of things to choose from. Right now, IQBAR is offering my special podcast listeners 20% off all IQBAR products, including the sampler pack, plus free shipping. To get your 20% off, text NOTSKINNY to 64,000. Again, that's NOTSKINNY to 64,000. Again, that's NOTSKINNY to 64,000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details. I get asked for my Nutrafol code all the time. Nutrafol is just one of those supplements that really made its way across the internet. Everybody knows that Nutrafol should be in your daily routine because it's just so helpful with hair thinning, shedding, or any issues that you have with your hair, because Nutrafol has this like proactive approach and they really target the root causes. Okay. People have seen improved hair growth, decreased shedding, visible thickness while they're taking Nutrafol. It's also clinically tested. I was so happy to have the Nutrafol postpartum formula in my home. I had it all ready to go to start taking it once I gave birth to Lenny because it is breastfeeding friendly. So I took the postpartum formula from the beginning. If you haven't heard about Nutrafol, it's the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand that is trusted by over 1.5 million people. You can feel great about what you're putting into your body since Nutrafol hair growth supplements are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF content certified, the gold standard and third-party certification for supplements. See thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering my listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com. The promo code is NOTSKINNY10. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com. spelled NUTRAFOL.com. The promo code is NOTSKINNY10. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code NOTSKINNY10. Can we talk about overthinking for a hot second? Everybody's had those moments where horrible, unwanted thoughts send us spiraling for hours. I'm talking thoughts like, why hasn't he replied to my text? Does this mean he's cheating on me? What if I'm a terrible person and I don't know it? Are all my friends hanging out without me? For some people, those thoughts come and go. But if they get stuck on a loop, they feel agonizing and seem impossible to shake. You might not just be dealing with overthinking, it could be OCD. If this surprises you, it's because OCD is one of the most misunderstood conditions out there. Unlike stereotypes you might have come across, real OCD isn't about liking things neat or organized. It shows up as intrusive thoughts that won't go away and focus on what you care about most, like constant doubts about relationships, intense worries about your health, repeated questions about your character, or disturbing fears of accidentally hurting someone. These thoughts can feel so real and overwhelming, you'll try anything to quiet the noise, constantly trying to convince you that your fears are true, but it doesn't have to be that way because OCD is highly treatable when you get the right kind of specialized therapy. And that's why I'm here to tell you about NOCD. NOCD is the world's leading provider of OCD treatment. They're licensed therapists specialized in exposure and response prevention therapy, ERP, the most effective treatment available for OCD. And NOCD provides it virtually with insurance coverage for over 155 million Americans, making this specialized treatment convenient and affordable. They also support you between sessions so you never have to face the OCD on your own. If any of this sounds familiar, go to NOCD.com and book a free 15-minute call with their team to learn more about how they can help. That's NOCD.com. Do you feel like you've dealt with it now that it's in the book and like you've spoken to a therapist about it?
Yeah. No, I think it's just like also talking to other people about it and being open about it and sending my friends and family it and them feeling like they can share with me about it and not feeling like it's this taboo. I mean, it is taboo, but not feeling like I'm like a weird freak that it happened to.
Yeah.
It's like so common and it doesn't have this weight.
Why'd you decide to write the book now?
Full transparency.
Yeah.
It was during the strike.
Oh, that's when you started, which
That's
was
when I started. 2024.
Oh,
no, 2023. 2023.
Yeah.
And I write for screenplays and stuff, and I've sold a couple films and I'm starting to do that more. And then we weren't allowed to write for the writer's strike. We weren't allowed to act for the actor's strike. I'm insane. I don't know how to sit still. I don't know how to not keep myself busy. And at first, it was just like, that what else am I going to do to make money? You know, I'm like a hustler. I've always been figuring it out. And soon after I did the proposal and had help on the proposal, I found it really, really cathartic and really important. And really the first time I felt like I was not putting up an act and trying to put on this facade that I usually do in interviews or in life. And I felt the need to really get everything out and be honest. And like, it became something really important to me.
And you sold it.
I sold it. Yeah. I sold it in the beginning with the proposal with the 3 chapters.
Yeah.
And the 3 chapters are
in it.
Yeah. They're like the last chapters of the book. They're like the bullshit Hollywood stuff that I'm like, my favorite review that I get is like
I love how he's in the reviews, you guys.
Oh, I'm in the early reviews.
He's in it, guys.
I'm reading every fucking ARC comment that you guys write. I'm reading it and I'm obsessing over it, which is not a good thing. As
you said you were putting your phone down, liar.
I lied. Look, I said I put my phone down and then I went back again. No, but with this book, I started to read. I actually got these early. I'm going to take this back. I got them sent to me by my publisher because they say like, just so you know, this is what's going to come out. So part of me is like, fuck it, I don't even want to read it. Another part, of course, I have to read it. I'm human. And my favorite critique is like the White Lotus, the marriage, the viral video. Those are the most boring chapters of the book. Yeah.
Agree.
I love it.
I mean, I wouldn't use the word boring, but I'll use the word like the least interesting.
And I love that.
I love that for you too.
It's my favorite critique.
I love that. I understand why you needed to include it.
Yeah. Because what I sold the book on.
That's what you sold the book on. Yeah. And they didn't know they were getting this like,
Yeah. Like it really doesn't feel like a tell all like.
It also, I don't know if I would even change everything, guys. I don't know if I would call it a memoir. It's like essays. You know what I mean?
I sold it as a collection of essays.
Yeah.
And then because of some things with the editors, they were like, that you're going to get more eyes on it if we say it's a memoir. But I do still view it as a collection of essays. Yeah.
Because it is.
That's why some of the reviews are also like, it's disjointed and it hops around. And
right.
because it was intentional.
I'm also very I'm like, wait, he was here, it was 11, 12. Because I need to know, were you fucking at 12? Were you doing the drugs at 13? The ages are because you were talking about fucking at 12. Wanting to fuck.
Yes. Oh, wanting to fuck at 5. I was like, did I write that? Did I say that?
Right. Porn at 9.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that early?
Oh, yeah.
It's early 9 for porn.
Oh, yeah. I was in chat rooms. I was in.
Were you hypersexual?
Super sexual.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was I had a whole thing in the book. I wish I kept it in. There's a lot of stuff I wish I kept in, but there was about my grandma walking in on me at 5, humping a life-size Barbie and being there was a
Nana.
Nana. God,
sorry.
So much.
I can't believe you were going through that at that time.
I know.
And I was talking to you at that time and you were on the show and I didn't know because that was happening. His grandma passed away, who was such a huge supporter of yours and big person in your life. So shout out to Nana.
Shout out to the best person in the world.
Yeah. So she caught you. Your dad caught you with
buying Cinemax pay-per-view porn on the credit cards and then just playing The Sims, the online version, and talking to strangers and they were my wife's husband's brothers. I made a whole family online with people and then it was a goal to be in love and I was truly a sex addict before I became sexual.
Yeah.
I was just addicted to it.
You really wanted it.
I really wanted it, yeah.
And then you wanted your first kiss, you wanted your first, and then it was all with girls at that point.
Mm-hmm.
You had a really intense with Kaylee.
Yeah.
You had a really intense girlfriend.
Coolest person ever, too.
Coolest?
The best.
Punk rock.
Fucking punk rock.
Is she doing okay?
She's doing great.
Yeah?
Yeah. She reached out when she found out about the book. She likes it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just I was down for whatever. I was I think I didn't have an awareness of what I was at an early age, but I just knew I was into being physical with anything.
With anything.
Yeah, anyone.
Well, you write in the book that when you later moved to LA and you got into a relationship with a man, you wanted to tell your family. It was really important for you.
Yeah.
I mean, and your partner at the time wanted you to
Yeah.
And you said that your brother was yeah, I've known since you were 2.
Yeah.
Is that true?
You tell me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. That was his response?
Yeah.
You're waiting to get this off your chest.
Yeah.
You think it's a huge deal.
Yeah.
But that's such a nice response to get, no?
I had a really, my brothers were incredible and my mom and I'm very grateful for how easy that was for me. And I think also the time that it happened, I think if it was 15 years earlier, there would have been a lot more, even 5 years earlier, people have changed so much. It's why I'm obsessed with the fucking Charlie Sheen documentary right now.
Obsessed.
Him talking about that and changing the paradigm and just being open.
But I didn't get to that part yet, but I heard about it.
I just ruined it for you. But I just think that that's so cool. That's for someone like him to talk about that. I just have so much respect for that.
Yeah. And he's just so, everything he says with a smile. I'm I see how he got away with everything.
Yeah. He's charming.
He's so, that's I miss that about Hollywood.
Me too.
The people that just had the charisma and didn't give a fuck, but didn't give a real fuck.
He did not give a fuck. But I think that's why I'm so attracted to people that are like that right now, that are still that unapologetic, complete, Julia Fox, for example. I need more people like that.
Yeah.
And I feel people are fearful to be themselves right now.
Yes.
They're fearful of saying the wrong thing. They're fearful of, spitting out an opinion that is going to
doesn't align with the rest of the world.
Yeah. So then instead we just become this meek, quiet version of ourselves. And we don't even give people the opportunity to be corrected and to learn. And I think that's how you grow, is being I fucked up and I you're right.
And the nader that we were talking about, the reason why I'm obsessed with it, because I feel it's a cultural kind of moment of maybe going back to that kind of realist shit where You have nothing to say. No one's going to say, Brooks, you're setting a bad example for shooting up Ozempic. She knows.
Yeah.
She says it.
Yeah.
She doesn't think it's a good thing.
100%.
But because she's being so fucking honest about it,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I didn't see one person
Mhm.
be like, well, trigger warning, or that's going to affect young kids. Like, no, because she straight up said,
yeah,
like, this is what I'm doing. I have to do it. Like, this is the industry. Like, she's fainting over it. And no one's hating because she's just putting it out there.
That's what I love. I love Charlie Sheen and her and Julia. And it's like the ownership. I think ownership is the sexiest thing in the world.
Yeah.
And just like saying you fucked up and saying you're in the wrong. And there's nothing hotter than that, rather than, you know, people putting the blame thrower on everyone else and blaming everything else. And like, just truly, I think that's not to segue back to the book, but like to try to do that in my book and own all the really shitty parts about myself.
What is the thing you feel like worst about that you've done that you are most regretful about in your life thus far in the memoir?
I would say being a really bad friend.
Mm.
I've been a really shitty friend to people. And part of that, I think, not to blame, but having a little bit more insight about my personality disorder, like made it make sense to me why I'm so hot and cold and can be such a dick. And I have a lot of resentment on that and try my best to be a better friend and family member. I think that's probably the biggest thing where I wish I could have been there
a better
for people.
friend.
Yeah.
So you do talk about this borderline personality diagnosis.
Yeah.
When was that? What year was that?
That was 2023, right before.
Oh, wow.
Right before.
Before the
marriage.
Before the marriage.
Yeah.
Did he know?
Yeah.
Is this a thing now that you like feel like you have to say? I feel like that's weird. Like, do I come to like, and I'm like, I have anxiety. I take Zoloft for it. Like, when does this come up in conversation?
It's such a weird thing because it's like you feel like you have this albatross around your neck, and like that's you're suddenly that, you know, and like you suddenly feel like once you say that you have that, that's all they see,
right?
But also
it can explain things sometimes.
It can explain things sometimes, and there can be a little bit, you know. I think part of the things is like I split a lot, and so I like see someone as all good or all bad, and like nothing in between. It's so black and white. Like if you do one thing wrong, I'm suddenly like I can't trust you. You ruined my life. Or on the opposite,
obsessed.
I'm obsessed immediately.
Yeah.
I'm like, I meet someone for a minute and I'm going to marry them.
Yeah.
And I did.
You did.
And I think like I do still have like a resistance with the label of it. Right.
Yeah.
And it feels just like so permanent. And it's also something that you can work on and you can diminish some of those parts of yourself that are negative side effects of having that. But I do think it helps people understand it. Help my friends and family like understand me. And when they read the book and I broke it down for them, they were like, that makes so much sense. Why?
You're like, thank you.
Yeah. I was like, I wish I could use my words to tell you guys that.
But also like, I feel like there's more stigma around it. It hasn't gotten, I mean, anxiety and depression are now like nothing, right? Like everyone's like, I'm so anxious. They use it wrong sometimes. I'm so depressed. Like, are you clinically depressed?
Right.
They're so used like in vain sometimes that I don't like I'd appreciate if people use it when they're actually have anxiety or depression and not as just like a trendy thing. But it's gotten to that point where it's like trendy, right?
Yeah.
To like be so anxious and so depressed.
Right.
BPD hasn't gotten that kind of like trendy thing going.
No, I think it's, if anything, it's like, oh shit, I better not tell anybody I have this. I don't want to be labeled as a liability or be people to freak out and think I'm going to, you know, become multiple different people. But there's also really good things about it. You know, I think there's also some positives that made me maybe a better actor, better writer, probably not a better partner, probably not a better son, probably not a better friend. But I think some of it can be like you can reframe it as like a little superpower, you know?
I love that.
Yeah.
I think that about other mental health issues as well. Like with anxiety, it's like, it's protecting you. It's helping you, you know, it's protecting you from not doing something that maybe isn't right, you know, sometimes.
Yeah.
And this is giving you like an edge.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
What do the meds do? How do they stabilize it?
I mean, that's the thing. That's the worst part of it is like once you figure that out, they put you on this cocktail of different things to try. And that's when I said it aloud on TV or something about like being manic at the time. Like that wasn't a joke. Like I was truly going through mania because I was misdiagnosed or misprescribed things.
Yeah.
Like they just are kind of throwing things at a wall. So I think that's a really tricky thing. And
The
that's,
meds.
yeah, I've found like the most helpful thing for me is like a very low dose medication, and doing DBT therapy and like
What is the DBT
it's
again?
dialectical behavioral therapy. It's like, it's just kind of retraining the nervous system so you don't get into that fight or flight, black and white kind of way of thinking and kind of recenter yourself so you don't get so activated. And also like, not to get woohooey, but like breathing, somatic, yoga-y stuff. Like if I don't do that, I notice that I'm on edge and I'm
Really?
not, yeah, I can kind of tip over into that world.
Do you know anybody else who has it that you connected with?
Trisha
Oh, yeah?
Paytas, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like there's another celebrity that has been open about it.
I think like Madison Beard, Julia Fox.
Oh, Julia Fox too?
I think I don't want to
misdiagnose
anybody. Misdiagnose. I think she maybe had said that, but I think it's also really common, and I think all those cluster B personality ones, like narcissistic, bipolar, a bunch of other ones that are in that category, can kind of people can misdiagnose you and think you're one or the other. So like I think for a while they were like maybe you're bipolar, and then they give you the bipolar meds, and then you're straightening your hair and fur and running around.
I love how your hair makes a lot of appearances in this book.
Yeah.
It's like you remember what hair you had, and it like annoys you that your hair that day was like, it's really a thing, and it does change a lot. Like you've definitely had different hair the last time I saw you.
It's a BPD thing that you change your appearance and you change your hair and you change your, it's like a identity, a sense of like you're trying to figure out your identity.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what I was told, but I've been literally dyeing and changing my hair since I was like,
yes, you're 9. Like, this time it's bleached like this, and this time it's, what do you think people are going to be most surprised about in the book? What's going to really shock people?
I think because the title is jarring, and listen, I'm asking for criticism with that title. Right. I'm inviting to be shit on. I'm inviting to be criticized by even writing this book this early. So I get that. I'm down with that. I welcomed it. I know what I meant.
I'll read your negative comments if you leave them.
I'm going to try not to. I've learned that lesson. But I think that they're going to be surprised about how much heart it has to it.
I agree.
How much love it has to it. How much not Hollywood bullshit is in there.
I agree. Because the title does give like, I'm going to get down and dirty about this wedding. I'm going to talk about all the glitz and the this and the whatever.
Right.
And you know, the way we dive into like the way you grew up and family and drugs and addiction. And that's not what the title's giving.
No, obviously. It's not. It's honestly, that title is like beating everyone to the punch. It's just like being like, I'm going to say it before you guys are clearly going to say it, that I wrote it for attention, which probably some part of that is true, but I'm going to do that for you. You
were literally like at AA. What age was that, doing AA meeting?
Yeah, I was put on probation and sent to AA. I think I was 17. Yeah, I loved it. I still love it. I go just to check in sometimes.
Really?
Like, I vacillate from like not drinking and drinking, and I go to Al-Anon, which is another thing, and Coda for codependence. And so I pop in there, and I think that everyone should just.
Really?
Yeah. It's really helpful for me to hear other people's stories and connect with that, and I think, you know, some of the steps I think are just applicable to anybody to try to like be a better version of yourself, you know.
Yeah, a lot of Hollywood guys I feel like love that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
like the Dax Shepard, Brad Pitt. Yeah. Do you ever hope you'll run into any of them at a meeting?
I've run into some of the, you know, the Hollywood meeting. Yeah, it's fun.
I feel like that's stressful, no, to run into like peers.
I think that there's a very, very clear like, you're not
code
there. You do not talk about it.
Right.
Yeah, and it's a very important part of it. Yeah.
It's like, don't talk about Fight Club.
Exactly. Exactly.
We also need to talk about your career, because obviously, like last time you said something really funny when you were on my pod. You were like, I think you were like, I'm like a little bit in everything.
Yeah, still am. I still am.
I'm a little bit in everything. And the way you were so scrappy, first of all, like is inspiring, reminds me of a lot of qualities that I have. Like the lying, I've lied on resumes to get jobs, to get anything. I loved that part because there's a very clear like showing of how you knew you wanted to become an actor, what you did to become an actor.
Yeah.
And all the like little things that you've had to like maneuver to get to where you are.
Yeah.
And that you're so thankful for the place that you are in right now.
Yeah.
So tell me about moving to LA when you were fresh off, 18?
Yeah. I did college for like 3 weeks, a month. And then I didn't even write about it in the book. I barely finished high school. I don't know why I thought college was a good idea.
Where did you go?
University of Oregon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But didn't last long.
No,
not at all. And I was just like, it's kind of talking about earlier about like the superpower thing. Like some of that impulsivity and that naivety and that bold, impulsive behavior that I did early on was something that was really helpful when moving to LA as an 18-year-old with no connections, no plan, nothing. And I just literally got a motel that was doing a monthly stay.
A motel. I was shocked.
Yeah.
And by yourself.
By myself. And then when I didn't, thank God I had my grandma and my aunt and I could crash on their couch for like a night or two without ruining their family by sleeping over. But I had, at least a little bit of family in LA. And you know what's so crazy? I think I saw remember New York, Tiffany Pollard?
Yeah.
I was obsessed with her.
Yeah.
I was obsessed. I talk about Flavor of Love and Rock of Love constantly.
Yeah. I love that you were you weren't like one of those annoying The Godfather was my favorite movie. It was like all trashy shit. I loved it.
It's like when people do the letterbox.
For the letterbox.
Oh my God.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like you have to prepare for letterbox and you have to make up the really smart sounding movies.
I got shit on for I said Secret Life of Pets and Spring Breakers. And they were everyone in the comments was like, fuck him. Again, reading the comments. I stand by it. I fucking love Secret Life of Pets.
Spring Breakers is a choice. I watched that.
Spring Breakers is so...
What was that?
I just I saw it as a teenager when it came out.
You just were horny for it. That's all.
I was horny for it. I was I saw it in theaters 5 times.
You were there. You thought you were one of them.
I thought I was singing Every Time by Britney Spears in Miami on spring break.
You literally thought you were in it.
I thought I was one of the girls.
You connected to it.
I did.
You connected to it.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Back to what were you?
Oh, you were just the way you moved to LA when you were 18.
Yeah.
Took a motel.
Yeah. And then, Tiffany Pollard. God, that's where it all comes full circle.
Yep. Back to Tiffany.
But always back to Flavor and Rock of Love. She had a show called I Love Hollywood, or New York Goes to Hollywood.
Okay.
Her becoming an actress. There's a really iconic line of her saying, a girl says, break a leg out there at an audition. And she says, I'm not going to break a leg. I'm going to get the part. That's what I'm going to do.
Uh-huh.
And she goes to an acting class. And I watched that in my couple weeks of college, found the acting class, went to this motel, and just started auditioning away. And I met Haley Lou Richardson from White Lotus season 2 at this acting class. And that was my first friend in LA.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, so you went to the acting class that Tiffany Pollard?
Just because New York did.
Did you know that you can pay less for your mobile service? Mint Mobile gives you premium wireless for just $15 a month. Yep, you heard me right. $15. That's like one coffee and a half, maybe. For that, you get unlimited talk and text, plenty of high-speed data on the nation's largest 5G network, and you're not sacrificing quality. You're just sacrificing that insane phone bill that you're getting. Here's the best part. Mint Mobile is online only. No stores, no salespeople pushing you onto some family plan when it's literally just you and your cat. You pick your plan online. They send you an eSIM instantly or a physical SIM if you want, and you're good to go. Setup takes literally 10 minutes tops. You can even keep your same phone number and everything, so you don't have to send an awkward new phone who dis text unless you're dramatic and you want to. Stop letting the big wireless companies drain your wallet every month and switch to Mint Mobile and get premium service for a fraction of the price. Ready to say yes to saying no? Make the switch at mintmobile.com/notskinny. That's mintmobile.com/notskinny. Upfront payment of $45 required, equivalent to $15 a month. Limited time new customer offer for 3 months only. Speeds may slow above 35 GB on unlimited plan. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details. You know when you open your closet and you're like, I have so many clothes, but I actually have nothing to wear? That's me. That's me every morning and all the time. And that's why I tried Daily Look. Daily Look is like having a personal stylist who gets you. You fill out a quick style profile, your vibe, your sizes, your budget, and then a stylist, a legit one, not an AI one, hand picks a box of clothes just for you. We're talking like 7 to 12 pieces from everyday basics to statement outfits you'd never find scrolling the same 3 websites. So this is like stuff that you'll try on and all of a sudden you'll be like, I would have never thought to get this, but damn, this looks good. Here's the best part. You try everything on at home. No dressing room lighting, no lines, no pressure. You get about a week to decide what you love and you just send back what you don't. Free shipping both ways, obviously. If you keep something, your $40 styling fee goes towards it. So it's kind of like a risk-free shopping situation with an actual stylist who is helping guide you. You can discover pieces you never pick for yourself. And guess what? You'd end up wearing them on repeat. It makes getting dressed fun again. If you're over staring into your closet, whether it's empty or full, and not knowing what to wear, Daily Look is for you. It's time to get your own personal stylist with Daily Look. Head to dailylook.com to take your style quiz and use code NOTSKINNY for 50% off your first order. Again, that's dailylook.com for 50% off, and make sure you use my promo code NOTSKINNY so they know I sent you. One last time, you guys, dailylook.com, and the promo code is NOTSKINNY. Okay, the hardest part of my day isn't even like the working out, the errands, the school pickups and drop-offs. It's actually staring into my fridge when I'm hungry and asking myself, what am I even going to eat for dinner? And that's why I love Home Chef. Home Chef is a meal kit service that makes dinner so much easier. You go online, you pick from a dozen of recipes every week, everything from 15-minute meal recipes to more gourmet dishes. Obviously, I like the 15-minute ones. And they send you pre-portioned ingredients right to your door, so there's no guessing. No food waste and no last-minute grocery store runs. I just love how customizable it is, so you can swap proteins, double up on portions if you're feeding more people, or you can pick calorie-conscious or carb-conscious options. Actually, it tastes really good, guys. Like when I make Home Chef, I will serve my husband as if I'm like this trad wife, and he will like devour it and be so impressed with me. These are meals that I'd happily order at a restaurant, except I made them in my kitchen, and I'm so shocked that I made them in my kitchen. Like, I am feeling smug about it. It's also flexible, so you can skip weeks, pause, cancel anytime. You're not locked into anything. Home Chef is rated #1 by users of other meal kits for quality, convenience, value, taste, and recipe ease. For a limited time, Home Chef is offering my listeners 50% off and free shipping for your first box, plus free dessert for life. Go to homechef.com/notskinny. That's homechef.com/notskinny for 50% off your first box and free dessert for life. Homechef.com/notskinny. Must be an active subscriber to receive free dessert. That's why I'm obsessed with this book and with you, because like this was what, 10 years ago? To 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
12 years ago.
Fuck.
So like you didn't have, I mean, Google was around, whatever, but it's not like today you could really deep dive, and it wasn't this crazy, but your deep dives and the way you did with this is one of my favorite parts of the book, with the Sam Levinson gig, with flying out to New Orleans and doing all that, and to get it. So scrappy, so impulsive, so like like finding shit out and finding out where it films and going. So like, and the way I was saying before that I related to you is because like, yes, you did wild shit and you took risks to get to where you are, but it was always very like calculated and smart. Like, you were sleeping in a motel, yes, but it's not like you were like sleeping in your car being like, I'm gonna, you did what you had to do, but in this very, very scrappy, smart way. Yeah. And like got lucky, kind of like in the Charlie Sheen documentary, where he was like, the thing was every time I fucked up, like something good would happen.
It's true.
And same for you.
Every time I fucked up, every time I made a mistake, something led me to where I was supposed to be and like the right move. And
you were like, I came in looking hungover. They love the look. I
came in like sunburnt and hungover, and ultimately that is like what got me the part. Right. All, I think everyone else was this polished version of themselves, and I was just, I think, I think that's what it is. It's like being bold and being brave and luck. But I think a lot of this book is it's not inspirational. It's not. I mean, I guess it could be if you take it that way, but it's not like look at what I've done. I'm still working at it.
You're still like that.
I'm still hustling. I'm
like
still
what you texted me
auditioning.
the other day about being here for something that you're doing was also in the same vein as the way you were writing about in the book.
Oh,
you know,
I'm staying with a bunch of 5 frat guys. 5 frat guys from Harvard.
I wanted to say that. Yeah.
No, yeah, you can say it. I'll be in book number 2. I'm staying with 5 frat bros I've never met from Harvard right now in the Tribeca.
And you're like, I'm doing a movie. I'm going to do what I have to do. And I love that side of it because I think Hollywood is always so glamorized.
Yeah.
And like anyone that has like, you know, even one part in a show, we're sure, and we see them at a New York Fashion Week event, we're sure it's like, oh my God, like,
look at
what they did. And
so unattainable. Yeah.
And then like, I think it's really interesting and really like important and inspiring to see like somebody working for it and doing whatever it takes still. And you said in the book, like, I want to know if you still feel this way.
Yeah.
That you just wanted to be a working actor.
Yeah. I still do.
Is that how you feel?
100%.
Or are you like I want the big ass fame, the like, you know, everyone knows my name in every household kind of fame?
No, I mean, look, I think there's a certain level of fame where you get offered parts and it makes your life a lot easier and you get to do cooler roles that you can't usually do. But I'm super content right now. I'm down to be in the ring. I'm down to fight for my life for the next part. Like I like that I can be like, I'm not super recognizable to the point where like I can't live my life and like the truth is like I'm a character-y actor and like I'm not your typical leading dude. So like I'm gonna be popping up in 5 minutes of your shows. I'm sorry. I know it's a jump scare. I know it's annoying, but
first of all, overcompensating.
Oh,
I loved you in it. I'm so happy that you're in it.
Thanks.
It made it like love the show and you being part of it together. Chef's kiss.
Benny. I love Mary Beth.
How did that happen that you were in it? Was it like an audition thing or is it?
Okay, that's actually I think my only offer I've ever got. I think that was just because I know
only?
Offer only, please. God damn it, I'm so over auditioning. No, I love it. It's great. Mary Beth Barone and Benny are friends of mine, and they hit me up like, "Would you do this little part? Or would you come in?" And I think they're so funny.
Yeah.
And I think that was my only offer.
That was the only offer only.
I think everything else I've auditioned for.
And is it still those Zoom auditions?
Yeah, sometimes, or just self tapes, or sometimes in person now.
Sometimes
Thank God.
In person.
Yeah.
What's the craziest thing you've done to get a role aside from go to New Orleans and
lie to an agent?
Yeah.
Craziest thing I've done to get a role. I wish I slept with someone for a role.
You've never?
Oh, I wish. It would have been so much easier.
It'd be easier then. Yeah.
The craziest thing I've done for a role? I think that story in the book, it has to be the craziest thing ever. I think there's nothing that
but it worked out for you.
It did.
I mean, you met Sam, you ended up getting the part, meeting Sam Levinson, doing Euphoria a few years later. Tell me about getting punched by Jacob Elordi. Is it everything that one could hope for?
Yeah.
I really think he's the hottest guy in Hollywood right now.
He's ridiculously good looking.
Like, you know how like everyone's hot right now and like people dying over like everyone? He pops up for me.
Yeah.
I'm just saying personally, pops up for me. And I'm like, this is it.
Yeah.
Like the height.
He's so tall.
He's so tall.
He's so fucking
He's so tall and like good looking and has an accent. So yes, back to getting punched by him.
I loved it. I was so in. He was great. I mean, everyone in that show was so great and so talented, and it was cool to like. It wasn't out yet when we were filming. Obviously, it was the first season. I'm always a first season kind of gal. Everyone was on the precipice. Of becoming a star. Yeah. And so. Yeah, it was cool. I mean, and they've stayed the same.
You did have a moment in the book. We talk about not being envious of other people's success.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous.
So, and you say that like it's hard, listen, in any industry. But for the Euphoria people, you're like, ever since then, they all blew up. Nate, Jacob Elordi, Sydney Sweeney, Zendaya, obviously.
Right.
How do you deal with that, like, that fine line of like the jealousy or the I want that.
Yeah.
And how do you keep it at a healthy place?
I mean, the competitive anxiety of being in LA is never going to go away.
Yeah.
And luckily, the people that I named, I was happy for them because they're good people. It's a little bit harder when they're not good people and you see them killing it, then you really want to kill yourself. You really go crazy from that. But competing is what makes me get shit done.
Really?
Oh, I'm the most competitive person in the world. So there's a part of me that is fueled by it and needs to have that because it's like it's what makes me get stuff done.
Yeah.
Like, really, honestly.
How do you keep it like not killing you?
I think it's got better with time, and I think the one thing I've really, really noticed with time is like what is meant for you is meant for you.
I love that.
It really is.
It's
and
true.
like you can only do so much. You can only fly across the world to try to get a part and
right.
But sometimes you're just not right for it. And you just have
guess
to
what?
go next. What?
You're in the 14%, babe.
I'm in the 14%.
I love that.
Yeah.
You know why? So read the book. It's so good. Again, I wrote this for attention. The 14% is important. And I feel like to me, speaking about like what can make you feel better, it does not make you feel better. You're in the 14%. The 14%, tell people what we're talking about with the 14%.
The 14% is the number of members in SAG who can make their health benefits to have their health insurance. I mean, it doesn't make me feel better because it's crazy. Like that's insane. The number
okay. Let me rephrase.
No, I know what you're saying though. Yes.
That you're like in this pretty elite group of people.
Yeah.
That gives you some validation, no?
It's the thing that I said in the book that you said, I just want to be a working actor.
Right.
And I just want to continue to work, and continue to grow and continue to be able to pay for my health insurance and my rent, you know?
It's crazy that it's only 14%.
It's so insane.
It's insane.
It's not okay. It's not okay.
What was the best advice that you ever got from someone in Hollywood?
Ooh, I mean, I would say, fuck, that's a really good question.
I do love Coolidge's advice.
I mean, Coolidge's is so good of just who cares? Because
honestly, I'm gonna take that with me.
Who cares? Everyone forgets something the next day, and we're in a world where, like it happened with me, you can be suddenly viral in 5 minutes, and your whole life can change, and then they don't give a shit anymore, and you can be hot 1 minute, and it's just.
Yeah, I forgot you were talking about the viral for the Zoom.
Yeah.
But I was thinking the viral for the wedding.
Oh, the viral for the wedding. Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's like that. Like you can be, that was an interesting thing. It was like the hero of the internet for the viral video to being kind of like shit on. For the other thing.
Yeah. For that, I did like, speaking about the wedding, I did find it interesting that you said that because there was a time where people thought you were like queer baiting because they weren't sure about your sexuality. And you're like, why do I have to scream this? Why can't I just do what I want to do?
Yeah.
You felt like that part of doing this wedding and making it so public was kind of like, okay, shut the fuck up.
Part of it was like, yeah, shut the fuck up. Like, what? I'm gonna be so in your face and annoying about it because you guys are on my tip about it for so long to tell you what I am, and I don't need to tell you. But then, full transparency, there was a part of me that was like, it was already out to everybody that I knew. But if I was out to the industry, that was all I was gonna pay. That's all I was gonna play, and
that's what you were. By the way, it makes sense. Like the concern.
Yeah, and look, we've gotten better from it.
Yeah,
but ultimately, like. Now that you know that and you don't want to work with me because of that, you can't see me because of that, like, I don't really want to work with you either, you know?
Like you're saying if you don't get cast as like a leading straight character because they
know this about my personal life and they can't distinguish the actor from the character. Like, if that's what it is, then we're probably not going to get along and probably not going to see eye to eye creatively anyway. So, like, so be it. Like, I'm going to put it all out there.
And I'm sure there are rumors about a lot, but like, how many closeted...
Everyone's gay.
That's your next book, babe.
Everyone's gay.
Everyone's gay.
Write that down.
But like how many closeted actors...
So many.
Like live a fake life because they have that fear that you were talking about.
So many. And I think it's... Everyone's on a spectrum.
Right.
I really do believe that. I really believe that people fall somewhere really far one way or maybe in the middle. And you know, that's... I understand it, so I would never.
You understand why they.
I totally get it.
You sometimes wish that you hadn't
gotten married on the Kardashians.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no regrets.
Hashtag no regrets for real.
No regrets for real. Look, I learned so much about it.
Got married on the Kardashians.
Was it?
The way you described your suit killed me because, babe,
It was
On
crazy.
point. On point the way you described it, like the Siegfried and Roy.
It was crazy.
And
It was
you
crazy.
saying that you were disassociating there.
I always say that word wrong too. I said it in my Audible wrong multiple times. They were like, no, that's not how you say it.
You took me back to it because I knew you
Mm-hmm.
and like love you. And then watching that episode, it's like, knock, knock.
I don't recognize
Where are
that
you?
person. I don't know who that person is.
Wow.
And that is really, really disturbing. I don't know that. I don't see anyone behind the eyes.
You watched the episode?
I couldn't do it till later.
Yeah.
And no one's home.
Shania's there. It's the whole thing.
We cut the part with Usher there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was. It's like I talk about. There is a very crazy way that sometimes we go about prescribing people medication,
Yeah.
and I can joke about it and have humility and
Yeah.
laugh about it because it's funny and it's like whatever. It's a good story.
Right.
That's the great thing about this. All this kind of bad traumatic stuff
It's
make for great stories. They really do.
Yeah.
But I do feel like we have to like really kind of be careful about prescribing people medication and just throwing it out there like that. Like I
Do you feel like that was the reason that you ended up going through with something like this?
look, I'm not gonna like put the blame on that.
Yeah.
And like there was a part of me that was, in love or
Yeah.
felt like he was in love and happy and just going with the flow or thought he was happy and going with the flow. But there was another part of me that I didn't recognize myself and everyone around me didn't recognize who I was.
Wow.
And yeah, and then getting off of them, I suddenly had clarity. And I was like, oh shit, I just blew up my life.
He came out with a book at the same time as you, or
He did.
around, or is talking about it.
Yeah, I think it was after.
He announced it.
Yeah.
What role are you most bummed about not getting? There's got to be something good with you
There
because
is
you
a good
probably
one.
auditioned for such good
There's a
shit.
good one, and I got really close to it. It's my favorite filmmaker, Andrea Arnold, and I tested for American Honey. Have you seen that movie?
No,
Shia LaBeouf,
Oh.
Riley Keough. It was like a indie soft.
that's how you say her last name. Good to know.
Yeah,
Okay.
Riley Keough. Insane cast, insane filmmaker. One of my favorite movies. I remember seeing it in London when it came out, and just like that one hurt.
Oh,
That one really hurt.
what were you supposed to play?
One of the people in the they like travel across the world in a
Mm.
band together, and just that kind of movie is my
Is your
my shit.
dream?
Yeah.
Does it work when you tell yourself what's not meant for you isn't for you? What were we talking about before?
Yeah. I mean, I think ultimately, if let's say I got that movie and I didn't feel the need to jump on a flight. This was before the Sam Levinson New Orleans.
Right.
So maybe I didn't feel like I was in that place. And I
Oh.
wouldn't have met my best friends, and I wouldn't have met,
Right.
I wouldn't have done.
Oh, so it's a
Euphoria.
while ago.
It was
Okay.
a while ago. Yeah, it was in the beginning. This
And that's
was-
still your biggest one, or is
Yeah.
that just the one you're giving me?
No,
because you're-
I swear to God, that one is
Okay.
like, there's ones, of course, that would
Yeah.
have been amazing money jobs that could
Yeah.
have like made me really secure. But that one
Is
hurts
like
my
a
heart.
creative one.
It's a creative one that kills me.
Important before we go. Thoughts on Scheana and Lala not being besties anymore?
What's happening?
Did you see?
It's all not happening.
It's all, by the way, was the writing on the wall for this friendship with like joint condos in Palm Springs or
Yeah.
whatever they have going on?
Yeah.
I can't believe, you know what I think it is if I had to guess? Lala didn't support Shishu's book enough. Shishu was like, you didn't post me.
Right.
You didn't tag me.
Right.
You didn't like promote my book.
Right.
Lala was like, fuck you, dude.
Right.
I'm over you and your shit.
Did you promote my book?
Did you promote my book?
Yeah. The book world, the book drama,
The book drama.
the esthetician and book drama.
Are you gonna send your book to all the people and tell them post and tag?
I am
Can-
pouring myself
Pour
out.
yourself out.
I
I
am
love it.
sending it to everybody. I am DMing random book talkers who tell me I don't want to read your book.
Book talk. Those people are.
I literally have had multiple messages backs from them that are like, "Thank you so much. I'm not interested. I don't like memoirs.
You're hustling.
I'm doing it myself."
You're still hustling.
Oh, every day you have to.
My
got it.
love. It's so good. Everybody get this book.
Please
I
get
wrote
it.
this for attention. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love Lucas
Thank you.
even fucking more than you already do. Honestly.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you so much.
This is my one book that I'm gonna read this year, you guys. I've chosen this. Welcome to my book club.
Oh my
It's
God.
called One Book a Year, and I've chosen this. So get the fuck with it, okay? When is it available?
October 14th. It's available for pre-sales are available now. Audible, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, signed copies, whatever. Just buy the
Gonna
book,
love it.
please.
It's so good. And then are we gonna try to like make a show or movie?
Let's do it.
That's where things are going, my love.
I mean, listen, let's put it out there.
Let's hustle together.
Yeah.
I'll help. I just made
Please.
myself a producer.
Produce this.
Producers. I love
Please,
you.
I love
Thank
you
you
too.
for coming.
Thank you.
Yay.